Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. You're on Room for Rewinds, and I am Post to Play. And today we are going to be looking at a very interesting one that just came out. Pray for the Devil. I must say, this movie wasn't really what I expected. I love what they did with the whole theme of possession, and I love, everybody likes a happy ending, but then, this it just felt a little different at the end, but I must say that I really enjoyed it. And without wasting any time, let's get right to it.
So the movie starts with a girl praying in her bedroom while her deranged mother knocks on the door violently. And this is a flashback of a Catholic nun called Anne who is having a therapy session with, a psychiatrist. And then we can see here, they say the Vatican established a school in Rome to train priests in the rite of exorcism. And this is the facility, this is the Catholic school. And then they're on a lesson, they're looking at demonic possession, but the therapist is actually showing them that sometimes it can be mental illnesses. So Anne just takes care of the patients in this facility, and I guess these are like the nun duties there. Yeah. Yes, and in a room she meets a little girl called Natalie, and Natalie seems to like her. And then she has another flashback of her mom combing her hair and hurting her in her bedroom. And then there's a weird sound. It startles her, and then you can see an image of a girl, a reflection of a girl in her window. She takes a walk, tries to clear her head a little bit, and then she meets Natalie, who has gone out of her room. But she's surprised. How did she get out of the room? Because it must be difficult. She sneaks in a class, of priests, trying to take lessons about exorcism, and she sits down and listens, and the teacher still goes on, reminding her, and then she makes a little bit of research, mainly about the topic of exorcism, and she gets scolded by the big management scolds her for taking interest in exorcisms, and but the priest appreciates that she wants to learn. While bathing this old man, this man's flesh starts to burn, and then he gets possessed into a demon, like he gets possessed by a demon, and then strangles her and then forces to dance with her. And it's just like, just it was terrible. I mean, really. And then the management now discuss the fact that they need to protect her because they can see that this specific demon keeps following her. And now the priest takes a decision to actually teach her, so she enters officially into the classes of the exorcism, and with all these other priests, you go girl. And then she could have picked another day, because on this day they actually had to perform an exorcism on Natalie, the girl that she really likes. And then as they're performing this exorcism, Natalie starts acting up, how it is with possession, running around and flicking the tongue and everything, Anyway, so while they're doing it, it's almost like as if they're failing at it. They're failing at this exorcism, and the lights keep turning on and off, and now they're not sure what they're doing, and they get nervous. And then Natalie overpowers the head of the class, the big priest dude. And now Anne walks into the room and starts calling Natalie's name, and then Natalie comes to a little bit and tells her that she's scared, and then the demon overpower her again, and then we can see this scene from the from the title. And then they have a little talk, and then this Father Dante expresses that she found a picture, and it was the demon had put the picture there for him. And Anne checks on Natalie, just to see if she's fine, and it's almost like she's fine, she's finally free. And then they have a conversation about more about it, and she really wants to learn. And father, the head father, whatever, and he tells her that your power is in your spirit. So now she tries to do a little bit of research, because it seems like now possession is more and more like a wide occurrence, and can see that most of the people that survive this, they actually no, the people that are possessed, they actually just die. And she takes upon herself to confront the priest and says, you know what, maybe we should be showing them that they still deserve God's love. Instead of focusing on the demon, we should be calling out to the people that are possessed and showing them God's love. And then she expresses this to Father Dante, who then asks her to come and do an exorcism on her sister. And they head over there, and it seems like, she's very sure of herself. And, they're greeted by the mother at the door. And of course, preparation, man. You cannot do an exorcism without candles, especially those nice ones. And, she sees that she's very, her situation is very, very bad. And, now the demon, you know how it is, it's like they talk. You think you're talking to the person, then it's the demon, and then they do a whole switcheroo in between. And, she really is in a really, really bad situation because, possession, it really affects people like physically. And you can see her physically there. She doesn't look okay. And then, they start performing the exorcism, and, things start to get a little crazy, and as they are performing the exorcism, things start to get a little crazy. The fan changes and everything. You know how it is with these demon things. They just try and mess up the room as you are trying to take them out of the body. And it gets worse as tummy gets big and swollen. And then, Anne actually tries to free her from her guilt by, just letting her admit that she didn't want the pregnancy because it was out of rape, and for her to admit that and receive God's love, which she was fine and she was exercised and she was free. But Father Dante in the next day comes and informs management that her sister took her own life after the attempted exorcism. And now Anne is being blamed for the death of Father Dante's sister, and management is not happy with her. And now she's being sent away. While she's away, she still attends her therapy session with her psychiatrist from the institution. And she literally doesn't think that what happened was her fault because she thought she had gone through to Father Dante's sister. And then Father Dante visits her, tells her that Natalie relapsed and the demon is back, and she was carrying this cross necklace. And now Anne actually expresses that she gave that necklace to her baby girl that she gave up for adoption. And now Natalie gave Father Dante this necklace to give to Anne. So Anne knows that Natalie is actually the daughter she gave away. So now they're heading over there. They're going to try and help Natalie, exorcise her in some way. And as they try to do that, things really, really go bad and people die in the dark. You know how it is. These demons, they switch off the light and kill people. So that's just what happened basically. So, they come face to face with each other, and Natalie makes Anne admit that, she feels guilty about giving her away, and that her mother actually committed suicide. And, she says, you win. I admit everything that you're saying. She goes up and they hug, and the demon now exchanges and goes in Anne. And as the demon is possessing Anne, Anne is physically turning into this thing essentially. I mean, it doesn't look good. And Father Dante tries to escape with Natalie and tries to hide her somewhere, but possessed Anne finds Natalie, and he begs her not to harm Natalie, but she can't help herself, she's possessed. And as she's strangling her, she can now hear her mother's voice. So this demon is the same demon that actually possessed her mom. So her mom is tethered to this demon as well. So her mom comforts her and tells her that she's here, and she starts having good flashbacks of her mom, her life, her daughter, and she's able to actually come to a little bit and let Natalie go, and trying to do what she was trying, doing what she was trying to do with Father Dante's sister, actually accepting God's love and accepting his love and his grace. And now he pulls a cross over her head and falls into this place that has holy water in. And as she's there, she's fighting from within, fighting for essentially her life, and remembering that strength is in the spirit. So basically just exorcising herself, with the help of her mother's voice that is tethered into the demon. And then as she's fighting in the water, it's like a really cool, scene, because, the water starts boiling, and then, there's a little smoke, and she comes to, and she is physically fine, and you can see that the demon has actually has left her. And it's a good ending. It's like a happy ending with her and Natalie gets to go back to her family. So that's it.
Okay, my takeaway on this movie is that I was kind of intrigued of how they treated possession almost like a disease, because it's almost like a disease, and the priests are the healers. Like it's like a doctor patient type of situation. Hence they even have a facility where they monitor these people, because now possession is almost like a disease now. And I thought that was very interesting. It's not they took it from being a supernatural occurrence, something that happens but not as much, and they made it the flu. They took possession and they just kind of made it the flu. But yes, and you know what our protagonist was trying to show us is that you can actually increase spirituality. Like, you can increase your you can improve your immune system. So if you know where the demon suppresses you, the area where the areas in your life where the demon suppresses you, then you're able to conquer and work through those. And hence she's able to do it himself, because basically she exercised herself. So I really like that, like DIY, do it yourself type of thing. Like, and yeah, I must say I enjoyed it. But it wasn't what I expected. Actually, I expected something more gorier, like way more gorier. But it took a really nice turn, and some of the coincidences, I'm like, but then it was such a nice movie. Like, it's inspirational, man. I just like, I love that. And yeah, guys, that's my take on it. That's my, I wouldn't say ending is blank, because ending is quite clear, but I would just like to say that it's just one of those, empowerment type of themes that they're going through towards the end. But yeah, yeah, you're on Room for Rewinds, and I am Pause to Play, and this has been really fun, guys. Thank you for the the likes and the comments, and yeah, can I please have more subscribers, please? Yeah, other than that, yeah, some just like real happy. But anyway, this is the last. This is actually, I'm sitting here. It's the 31st of December, and this is the last video. So I'll see you guys next year, and I hope we grow and grow and grow. Bye.